Doman approaches, puts his right foot into it, and this football game is underway. Tyrone Tracy Jr. fields it a yard deep, and he'll bring it out. He's at the 10, and he is snowed under at the 12-yard line. A bad decision on the opening kickoff to bring the ball out, and Purdue will start with bad field position at its own 12-yard line. Kickers on 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. This time Card wants to throw, throws to the far side, pass is caught, but immediately tackled is Jaden Dixon-Veal. Right there on the stop is Josh Wallace. He's a fifth-year senior, a transfer from the University of Massachusetts. It's a 3-yard pickup. Michigan shows a blitz, and here they come. Card back to throw. Card throws to the far side. Pass is almost intercepted. Again, it was Josh Wallace on the coverage. Dixon-Veal, the intended receiver, but Hudson had to get the ball out of his hands quickly as Michigan brought the full blitz. Trips to the left-hand side. McCarthy is back to throw. McCarthy throws over the middle. Got a man wide open. That's a first down over the 45, and that is Roman Wilson, the leading receiver for the Wolverines. That's his 28th catch of the year. It'll be good for a pickup of 20, and the Wolverines have their first down.
Yeah, that was too easy. That was, first of all, they gave him pretty good protection, but he was, Derek Rogers was the closest one to him, but he just threw it right to the wide-open receiver. Now you can see why he's a 78% completion rate.
But he's in there here on 1st and 10 at the 47. And they hand the ball off to Mullings, coming near side. He's at midfield, 45, 40, shouldered out of bounds by Dylan Thieneman. But that's another pickup of 14 yards, in Michigan in Purdue territory for the first time tonight on the field, along with Karloftis out there on 1st and 10 at the 39. Now they're finally getting Moon out to cover his guy in coverage. They're going to go that way to the left sideline. Got a man open, caught, and out of bounds inside the 5. They ran Donovan Edwards, the backup running back. He was isolated one-on-one against Dominic Moon. It's a 38-yard completion. 1st and goal, Michigan at the 1.
And Dominic Moon was late getting over there. Purdue looked a little bit confused. He was late getting there. McCarthy saw it, and he knew that he was going to get an open receiver. He put that ball right on the money.
They spot him out of bounds at the 2-yard line, so that's where Michigan will have it 1st and 10, and it looks like they'll run under center in the I formation. Breedis in the tight end is in front of Blake Corum, and Corum gets the carry left side, and Corum is in for the touchdown. So Michigan takes the opening drive for a score, and with 10:30 to play in the first quarter, the Wolverines strike first.
And Blake Corum now has 14 rushing touchdowns on the season.
45 for his career.
45 for his career, and he's just, nobody's surprised by it. He's one of the team captains. Last year, his first-team All-American, his 7th in the Heisman Trophy race. He was the 2019 Gatorade Player of the Year out of the state of Maryland. He's just a football player.
2 for 2 for 57 yards on the opening drive. They've got 2 to the short side, and they hand it off to Corum, and Corum takes a big hit, but is able to spin off and fall forward. That was Antonio Stevens, who's in the game, who hit him at about the 35, but he was able to spin and get up to the 38 for a 6-yard pickup.
That was a collision. That was both players going hard, and I don't think either one of them needs to be embarrassed about that play.
Antonio Stevens in there now, the junior from Nashville, coming off that devastating knee injury he suffered a couple of years ago. This time they tighten the formation with a wing on either side. And McCarthy is back to throw on 2nd down. McCarthy throws over the middle. Pass is caught by Wilson in Purdue territory inside the 45 to the 42-yard line. That's another 20-yard pickup, and Michigan already on Purdue's side of midfield.
Yeah, J.J. McCarthy's a real deal. He came into this game completing 78% of his passes, and he just puts it right where it needs to be.
So the second catch for Wilson, both of them have been 20-yarders. McCarthy now 3 for 3 for 77 yards. Purdue on the defensive side back at their own 42-yard line. Michigan with a 1st and 10. And now it's Donovan Edwards as the running back as they run trips to the left-hand side on 2nd down. Man comes in motion, now reverses the other way as McCarthy wants to throw that way. He's got a man open, 35-30. This is Tyler Morris, 25-20, and pushed out of bounds inside the 20 by Thieneman, down to the 17-yard line. That's a 21-yard pickup. McCarthy already over 100 yards passing in the first quarter. Corum now back in as running back. They've got trips to the right, and now they bring one man in motion. That's Breedis in the tight end. Looks like they're going to run a reverse. Coming to the near side at the 25, the 20, 15, 10, 5, and tackled inside the 5 at about the 3-yard line. I believe that's Cornelius Johnson. Johnson down to the 3. That'll be another 14-yard pickup, and the Wolverines have a 1st and goal, and they're quickly getting up to the line of scrimmage here.
Yeah, they're looking at this as an opportunity to put as much on game film as they can for their games against Penn State and Ohio State.
Purdue late getting lined up. Corum gets the handoff. Corum dives in for the touchdown. Michigan 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, 13-0 Wolverines.
Purdue has got to do something offensively. They cannot let this defense go right back on the field. They can't have a turnover. They can't have a 3-and-out.
Junior is the running back. I don't know if we've seen T.J. Sheffield so far tonight. His card is hit as he throws, and that pass is intercepted.
Wow.
Will Johnson at the 35, coming near side 30, down the sideline 25, cuts back to the 20. He's at the 15 and tackled. The touchdown-saving tackle by Ben Farrell inside the 15 at the 12-yard line. That's the third interception that Will Johnson has had against Purdue in 2 games.
Yeah, that was a pretty easy interception, too. That was kind of telegraphed, and Hudson never took his eye off his target, and it might have been tipped a little bit.
It looked like he was, I think it did get tipped because his arm got hit as he was throwing the ball. It fluttered out, and Johnson was able to pick it off. Deion Burks was the intended receiver, but he had never had a chance at it. So Michigan takes over now at the Boilermaker 12, looking to make a 3-score difference here with 5:54 in the first quarter. 14-0 Michigan, 4:24 to play first quarter. There's a snap, the kick on the way, and the kick is good. So Michigan takes advantage of the turnover with a field goal, and with 4:20 to play in the opening quarter, it's Michigan 17, Purdue nothing. Burks to the left, Dixon Veal to the right, and they hand it off inside, and Devin Mockabee is stacked up after a very short pickup. In fact, they'll put him down right at the line of scrimmage. Michigan crowds the line of scrimmage. Card takes the snap, hands it off, and Tracy's going to be thrown for a big loss back at the 31-yard line, and that was a complete jailbreak by the Michigan defensive line. I'm not sure anybody threw a block up front.
No, they could smell it. They wanted to get this ball back, and there's just nowhere to go. Now, if Hudson fakes the handoff and keeps the ball, there was nobody on the edge. So those are the kinds of split-second decisions which I'm certainly not capable of doing, but if he hangs on to that football, he's going to get the first down.
Well, the Boilermakers are 0 for 3 in third down conversions, and now they're facing a 4th and 4, and so Ansel is ready to kick this one away, and again, Michigan's going to come after it, and they almost got it, but they got the kicker. They must have deflected it because they knocked Ansel down. The ball is down inside the 25-yard line. Jack Ansel is limping. They must have tipped the ball, Pete, because otherwise that has to be running into the kicker.
Well, I'm trying to see if the Purdue coaches are arguing, but I don't see them arguing.
Let me take a look. We're going to look at the replay here. Unless they said the guy whiffed as he went by on Jack Ansel, but it looked like there was contact there. In any case, it's going to be a punt. It will be a 40-yard punt with no return, and so Michigan will take over at the 21-yard line.
Another thing, Michigan's very good. They only have 24 yards in penalties, 23 penalties all year long.
Yes.
They're one of the least penalized teams in the country, which speaks to their discipline.
I formation this time. McCarthy under center with Bredesen as the fullback, and Corum as the tailback. Corum gets the handoff. He's at the 30, and he drags Yanni Karlaftis for close to a first down. It'll be a yard short, a 9-yard pickup for Corum here on first down. 2 receivers into the short left side, and they hand it off coming to the near side. Corum cuts it back, and he's able to slip a tackle and get up to about the 38-yard line. Again, Yanni Karlaftis had him, but Corum was able to slip off and fall forward to the 38 for a 5-yard pickup. Michigan fans making some noise on 2nd and 6 at the 14. Here comes a Wolverine blitz, and Purdue ran right into it. Maccabee's still going to be able to get a yard to the 15, but Sainristil still was coming in from the left-hand side, and that's right where the Boilermakers ran that play. The 18. This time they run trips to the left-hand side. Boilermakers jump. This is a free play. McCarthy throws a pass complete, and that's the tight end Colston Loveland up to the 35-yard line. So Michigan's going to decline the penalty and take the 17-yard completion to Loveland. 35-yard line. They bring a man in motion, and now McCarthy is back. McCarthy throws to the far side, caught by Roman Wilson, and he's held up, and we got a late flag in the backfield, and we're going to get another late flag. I think Purdue's going to be called for a personal foul here. I don't know what the first flag was about, as we got some pushing and shoving in front of the Boilermaker bench. That's really the first sign of some chippiness we've seen in this one. We saw a lot of it last week at Nebraska.
Well, I got to be honest with you. I like to see a little bit of fight in the Boilermakers. They're down 17-0, and they've looked a lot better in the second quarter than they did in the first.
Yeah, I don't know what the first flag was about. That was back near where the quarterback was.
Well, it was. It looked like there were 4 blue shirts.
Yeah,
I didn't even see a white shirt.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense number 0. 15-yard penalty. After the play, personal
That's gonna
foul,
be 30 yards.
unnecessary roughness, defense number 32. That penalty will also be enforced with 1st and 10.
So the roughing the passer penalty on Jeffrey Mba, and then Joseph Jefferson, who is a little used linebacker, is going to be called for a personal foul. I don't even know if Joseph Jefferson is on the field right now or was on the field. Anyway, it's 30 yards in penalties against Purdue. And we'll see if we're going to take a look after the play. We'll see McCarthy was... Yep, that's Mba got him on the rebound. But I'd like to see the second penalty.
It kind of looked like McCarthy ran into Mba and then hit the ground.
Oh, yeah, that's Jefferson was in the game, and Markevius Brown was holding Jefferson up. The whistle blew, and then Jefferson just came over and blew him up.
Yeah, that's a frustration penalty.
So remember that we said no penalties so far, and on one play, 2 penalties for 30 yards.
I said that on purpose, hoping that Michigan would get the penalties.
Now
backfired.
Now they're inside the 30 at the 28-yard line with a 1st and 10. Purdue brings a blitz up the middle, and it's picked up. McCarthy throws over the middle, and it's incomplete, and we have a late flag down. The intended receiver was Samaj Morgan. The pass was over his head, but we do have a flag back at the 30-yard line. Clock is stopped with 10-12 to play here in the first half.
Holding offense number 2, 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
I had to assume it was on Blake Corum because he was the guy that was complaining right away. And so that'll bring up a 1st and 20 back at the 38-yard line. And again, they showed the replay here, and just as last week in Nebraska, whenever replay was shown, well, he flipped Yanni Karlaftis. I'm not sure I see a penalty there. Yanni Karlaftis tried to jump over him, and Corum just flipped him. I have to agree with the 100,000 plus here. Not sure I saw a penalty there.
What's the reason?
We'll take anything we can get,
Yes, we will. I'm not complaining. Just saying. The 5th quarterback sack of the year, only the 9th allowed by Michigan. McCarthy back to throw on 2nd and long. Scrambling out, now throws over the middle. Pass is caught. Diving reception there inside the 30-yard line, and that is Cornelius Johnson again. And that gets a big chunk of that yardage back. It'll take it up to the 29, where it will be 3rd and 11. That's a 16-yard pickup.
Yeah, Purdue's been very susceptible in the middle of the field all season long, but J.J. McCarthy's had a lot of success in the middle. Cole Brevard almost got his hand on that ball.
29. Boilermakers crowd a couple of players up. Let's see how many they come with here. Looked like Karlaftis and Kadron Jenkins were lined up in the linebacker spot and were coming for a blitz, and here they come. Michigan picks it up. Here's a pass in the near side. Caught. Roman Wilson, 1st down. Roman Wilson with the the 1st down catch. So Michigan overcomes a 2nd and 27 and now has a 1st and 10 at the Boilermaker 15-yard line.
Yeah, J.J. McCarthy's pretty good at putting the ball where it's supposed to go. And
I'll say this, too, Pete. They rushed 6 men that time. Nobody got close to McCarthy.
Yeah, that offensive line, 2 years in a row, they were ranked the best offensive line in the country. And they might make it 3 in a row this year.
Snap is down. The kick is on the way, and the kick is good. So Michigan scores a scoring drive that went more than 60 yards. We'll give the exact numbers when we come back with a timeout on the field. 7:10 to play in the first half. 9 waiting for the snap. Card claps his hands. Throws to the near sideline. Pass is incomplete. Pass was a little bit late. Jaden Dixon-Veal was the intended receiver, but he was under tight coverage there, again, from Josh Wallace.
Wallace just did a great job of tying that. He attacked the football. As soon as he saw it in the air, there's no chance for that to be a completion.
The 15-yard line, it'll be a 2nd down and 12. Card under pressure, throws to the end zone. The pass is incomplete. Deion Burks had broken open, but Moore stepped over at the last minute to tip it away on the left sideline.
He just showed an awful lot of athleticism right there. That looked like it could have been a touchdown. Pretty decent job of protection, but he broke on the ball, got his hand up and deflected it.
All right, 3rd down and 12 for the Boilermakers. Michigan a little bit late getting lined up, but the Boilermakers don't take advantages. Now they'll take a look over to the sideline, and now the crowd really gets involved again. 3rd down and 12 at the Michigan 15-yard line. Play clock is at 10. Card waiting for the snap. He's back. He's under pressure, rolling out to his left. He throws to the end zone. That pass is incomplete and almost intercepted. Will Johnson and Rod Moore were both there, and that'll bring out the Boilermaker field goal unit as they'll try to get on the board here late in the second quarter.
Hudson Card was running from his life almost from the get-go and did an outstanding job of getting himself in a position to make a play.
Will Johnson intercepts that ball if Rod Moore doesn't tip it away from him. He actually tipped it away from his own man. In the red zone, Michigan shows a blitz here. They come, and they hand it off again to Tracy, trying to outrun the Michigan defense on the side, and that's not a good plan. He is tackled in the backfield for a loss by Josh Wallace. Back at the 20-yard line, a loss of 4 on the play. 1st and 10 from the 22, and McCarthy will throw. McCarthy throws short, pass is caught. This is Loveland, the tight end. He's got a first down to the 34-yard line. We're at 15 seconds. McCarthy back again to throw. McCarthy steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to run. He throws at the last minute to the near side. Pass is caught in Purdue territory. Cam Allen defending, but it was Cornelius Johnson with 7 seconds left at the Boilermaker 43-yard line. Wood. Wilson goes in motion. They run trips to the right-hand side, and now Wilson reverses and goes back again to the right. McCarthy to throw. McCarthy under pressure, makes one man miss. He throws to the near sideline. Pass is caught. Loveland, the tight end, pushed out of bounds by Sanusi Kane, but it's a first down at the 42-yard line. That's a pickup of 9.
And they say football is a game of inches. On that play, it looked like Purdue was going to get a huge sack, and they just weren't able to get it done, and McCarthy kept calm and cool and did a great job getting the ball out there.
Antonio Stevens had come on a blitz, and he's the player who had the opportunity in the backfield, but McCarthy was able to sidestep him and then hit the first down pass. 1st and 10, Michigan at its 42-yard line, just underway here in the third quarter. USC tied at 35 midway through the third. Alabama and LSU tied at 28 in the third quarter. Brian Houseworth will have everything after the game. J.J. McCarthy on first down throws a quick swing pass to the right side. It's complete. And fighting forward for yardage over the 40 to the 42-yard line. I believe that was Samaj Morgan. Samaj Morgan with the reception, and he gave one of the Boilermakers a ride for a couple of yards. It'll be a pickup of 4 overall and bring up a 2nd and 6. McCarthy with a long count is back to throw. He throws a quick one to the near side. It's complete. This is Wilson. He's got a first down into Purdue territory. Markevius Brown was trailing him, but he'll get down to the Boilermaker 44. That's a pickup of 11 and a Michigan first down.
Yeah, J.J. McCarthy has made some great plays today because, once again, he had some pressure. He gets rid of that ball so quickly. Very, very accurate passer.
Wilson, 6 catches now for 78 yards. Michigan on Purdue's side of midfield with a 1st and 10 at the 44. No scoring yet here in the third quarter. Coming into the game, Michigan had outscored opponents 107-0 in the third. McCarthy again brings a man in motion. That's Morgan. He hands the ball off to him. He's got plenty of room. 45-40. He may go. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. An end-around touchdown for Samaj Morgan. A 44-yard run, and Michigan is on the board here in the second half.
That was, they've been shutting down their run game the whole time, but that was a little trick play, and it was a reverse. It wasn't a reverse, but they went around the end. Nobody knew he had it. Nobody from Purdue saw him, and that was an easy touchdown.
Samaj Morgan, a true freshman, 5'10", 176 pounds out of West Bloomfield, Michigan. That's his first rushing touchdown of the year, and the Wolverines lead at 26-6. Ready to attempt the extra point. 3:12 to play in the third.
That virtually doubled their rushing total for the game.
And he was wide open down that left sideline. It was just a foot race to the pylon. Turner in to attempt the point after, and it is up, and it is good. So we'll keep it here. 27-6, Michigan on top. 3:12 to play in the third. Have 5 first down conversions in the game. 3rd and 5 at the 30. Michigan blitzes up the middle. Card throws to the near sideline, and it's almost intercepted. Andrew Sawinski was the nearest player out there, but Hudson had to get rid of the football. He was under pressure, and that'll bring out the punt team as Purdue will have to kick it away here late in the third.
Jack Ansell's going to be a little tired after today.
Yeah, we've seen, unfortunately, too much of the punt team tonight. This will be Jack's 8th punt. He's averaged 41.7 on his first 7.
He's had a very, very good night.
Yep. Now, Michigan's come after a couple, and they've peeled off on a few. This does not look like they're going to come after him, as Thaw is back. And that's a low line drive kick. Thaw will field it at the 25. He's got room. He's heading to the middle of the field to the 30, the 35. Shakes a tackle. He's at the 40. He's at the 45. He's at midfield. He's still on his feet and finally flung out of bounds by the punter, Jack Ansel, at the Purdue 45-yard line.
That was the kind of punt that's usually had success returning because it was kind of a line drive.
Yep.
So the contained people never had a chance to get down there and get set up.
Wilson comes in motion from left to right. McCarthy back to throw on first down. McCarthy pressured, throws over the middle. Got a man wide open. Wilson inside the 30. Alessandro throws him down at the Boilermaker 26-yard line. That's a pickup of 19 and a Michigan first down.
Yeah, it's they've had a lot of success in the middle of the field all day long.
That's the 8th catch for Wilson. He's closing in on 100 yards receiving on the day. Now McCarthy brings a man the other way. That's Morgan. They fake the pass to Morgan. They're going to throw to the sideline. It's caught by Loveland, the tight end, inside the 10, and he'll be down to the 7-yard line where Sanusi Kane makes the stop.
Boy, J.J. McCarthy threw that one on a rope. He's got tremendous arm strength.
They faked the pass to the back coming out of the backfield, and that froze the safeties for a moment, and it allowed the pass to get down to the 6-yard line. That's a 17-yard completion. First and goal, Michigan at the Boilermakers 6 with 8 seconds to play in the quarter.
J.J. McCarthy at 266 yards passing now.
We're down to 3, down to 2, down to 1, and that will end our third quarter of play. No, we're on second and goal from the 3. Corum again gets the carry, trying to cut it back from the right side, and he's in for the touchdown. Dominic Moon had a chance to get him back at the 4-yard line, but he bounced off him into the end zone. Corum with his 3rd rushing touchdown, and now it's 33-6 Wolverines.
You know, it looked like he was going to get tackled for a loss. I have not seen the replay yet. I just think they lost track of him. He kind of bounced backwards, and nobody followed up.
Yep. Well, it looked like it was Dominic Moon. He and Clyde Washington were on the right side. Moon hit him, but unfortunately Corum with that great balance bounced off it and ran into the end zone for the score.
You know, he's not had a great game, but he added 3 touchdowns to his resume.
Well, that's what he does, as Turner puts the extra point up and good. With those 3 touchdowns, 47 rushing touchdowns now for his Michigan career. Here, 2nd and 5 at the 30. Card claps his hands. He wants to throw. He's under pressure and he's sacked. First sack for the Wolverines. They swallowed him up. They're going to put him down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6. And the Boilermakers will be facing 3rd and another long situation.
Yeah, they've had quite a few of those, and that's one of the reasons they're 1 for 11 on 3rd downs.
That's Michigan's 22nd quarterback sack of the season, but the first night, Derek Moore will get credit for the sack.
That was their first sack. That was their 3rd tackle for loss. Purdue has 2 sacks and 4 tackles for loss.
3rd and 11. Card again under pressure. Steps up in the pocket. Now he throws. He's got a man open, and he missed him.
Oh.
He had Deion Burks open at the Michigan 45 and threw it too far out in front of him. And it looks like Michigan's going to come after this one. Here they come. And Cropsey gets it away, falls down, no penalty. Thaw with the catch, and he's tripped up. And again, it's Alessandro with an open field tackle at the 39-yard line. By the way, I didn't think there was a penalty. It looked like Cropsey tried to draw a flag, but didn't get one. So we have a timeout with 13:03 to play in the football game. Our score is Michigan 34, Purdue 6. This is Boilermaker football on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield. Now they send a man in motion to the far side. That's Barner, the tight end. McCarthy back to throw. He got plenty of time. Throws over the middle. Got a man open. That's Samaj Morgan. Morgan running to the sideline. And Sanusi Kane just trips him up at the Purdue 35-yard line. That'll be a 23-yard pickup for Morgan. And that'll put J.J. McCarthy close to 300 yards passing so far tonight.
Minnesota played the Michigan Wolverines at home a few weeks ago and got beat 52-10, but they're the only team that scored double digits against Michigan this year.
It is amazing. Michigan coming into this game giving up 5.9 points, the #1 scoring defense in the country. If Michigan brings some pressure on Card. Hudson is back. Hudson rolling out to his right, still looking. Now he reverses course, still looking down the field. Somebody's got to help him out, and the pass is incomplete. Hudson running for his life, and again, one thing we've seen about the receivers this year, Pete, have not done a good job coming back to the football.
No, they stay in their pattern, and a lot of times you look down, they're just kind of standing around, and you got to help out your quarterback. You got to come back for the football.
On 1st and 10, and McCarthy is back. McCarthy throws the deep down the left sideline, passes Caught. Roman Wilson, who is over 100 yards receiving now, and he is down inside the 25 at the 22-yard line. That's a 35-yard pickup, and Wilson way over the century mark with that catch. 8 catches now for 132.
I think Coach Harbaugh is trying to put some emphasis on this game.
Defensive lineman up front. And now McCarthy. Inside handoff to Edwards. He's at the 20 and 15 and tripped up. Touchdown saving tackle by Yanni Karlaftis at the 15-yard line. McCarthy claps his hands. He's going to throw on third down. Plenty of time. Throws over the middle. Pass is caught. Big hit on Roman Wilson, but he's got the first down. It's first and goal as Dylan Thieneman put a lick on him at about the 4-yard line, but that's another 11-yard completion. First and goal for Michigan.
Dylan Thieneman sure is having a very, very special freshman year, and he's got a very bright future in this game.
All right, Roman Wilson, huge night tonight. 9 catches, 143 yards.
He reminds me a little bit of Vinny Sutherland.
Yep.
You know, just a little guy, but very, very quick and fun to watch.
First and goal at the 4. Michigan overloads the right side of the line. And McCarthy claps his hands off to Edwards' left side. Edwards pushing toward the end zone, and he is short. They're going to put him down at the 1. Western in the NFL, his brother played defensive line here at Michigan. Here's the handoff to Edwards. Edwards punching his way to the goal line, and he is in for the touchdown. Donovan Edwards with a 1-yard touchdown run. Michigan has matched its season total or season average on the year at 40 points and leads it 40-6.
Well, we talked a lot about it, and Michigan fans talk a lot about it, that the offense is really, these last 4 games have been playing at a very, very high level. They scored 49 against Michigan State, 52 against Indiana, Minnesota, 45 against Nebraska. They're on the verge of breaking a lot of Michigan records for scoring. So you knew that Jim Harbaugh was going to keep trying to score.
Tommy Doman in to attempt another point after, as Michigan was averaging 40.6 a game, which was 6th best in the country. And the extra point here is up and good, and that is 41 for the Wolverines. They've outscored Purdue now 21-0 in the second half, and they lead at 41-6. I think the big question now is, what do they have for Penn State, Maryland, and Ohio State, the 3 teams left on their schedule?
Well, I don't think they're going to have much of a problem with Penn State or Maryland. Ohio State is still Ohio State, but I do think Michigan's a better team than
well, I'll tell you where they've got a huge advantages at the quarterback spot. That is no question. Ohio State's weakness this year is the play of its quarterback.
Without any question.
They're lining up as if they're going to take a knee. Let's put it that way.
Jack Tuttle has had some playing time. He's done pretty well.
He does. Takes a couple steps back, and that will run out the clock. So our final score tonight from Michigan Stadium in Ann Arbor, Michigan 41, Purdue 13. We'll have our post-game show, plays of the game, and comments from Coach Ryan Walters after this. This is Boilermaker Football on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.